Good evening, children. Last class we studied properties of colloids. Today we are going to study properties of colloids. One of the property is optical property. Colloids have optical property. When a homogeneous solution is seen in the direction of light, it appears clear, but it appears dark in perpendicular direction. Okay, so homogeneous solution means that solute dissolved in solvent. We will get the clear solution, that is true solution. That true solution allowed to pass the light. Okay, so but when light passes through a colloidal solution, it is scattered in all directions. This effect was first observed by Faraday. Investigation are made by Tyndall. So this effect is called Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect means when light passes through colloidal solution, that colloidal particles scattered in all direction. Light rays are scattered in all direction. This effect was first observed by Faraday, but investigation are made by Tyndall. So this effect is called Tyndall effect. The colloidal particle absorb a portion of light and the remaining portion is scattered from the surface of the colloid. Hence the path of the light is made clear. See that first one is a true solution, the solute dissolved in water. Second one is a colloidal solution. Okay, in a colloidal solution, the colloidal particle absorb a portion of light and the remaining portion is scattered from the surface of the colloid. Okay, so in the true solution, the light ray passes through the solution. Here that particles absorb and emit that light rays. So we can see the path in colloidal solution. We cannot see the light going path. We cannot see in true solution. Next property is a kinetic property, molecules movement. Okay, so Robert Brown observed that when the pollen grains suspended in water were viewed through ultra microscope, so they showed a random or zigzag ceaseless motion. Random motion, it will move in any direction. This is called Brownian movement of colloidal particles. Okay, colloidal particles move in random or zigzag ceaseless motion. Okay, the colloidal salt particles are continuously bombarded with the molecule of the dispersion medium and hence they follow a zigzag or random continuous movement. See the diagram here. So that molecules are moving in zigzag position, random position, that is called Brownian movement. So these Brownian moments enable us to calculate Avogadro number. We can calculate easily that number of particles. To confirm kinetic theory, which consider the ceaseless rapid movement of molecule that increase with increase in temperature. Okay, so when a temperature increased, the molecules movement also increased. To understand the stability of colloids, as the particle in continuous rapid movement, they do not come close and hence not get condensed. That is Brownian movement. It does not allow the particle to be acted on a force of gravity. Okay, so here randomly continuous movement of the molecule, so the molecules cannot come close and it not get condensed. Okay, so the next property is electrical property. Electrical property, first one is a Helmholtz double layer. So the surface of colloidal particle absorb one type of ion due to the preferential adsorption. Okay, so due to the adsorption, first it will form a one layer, that is the surface of the colloidal particle. This is that green color is a colloidal particle, negative charged colloidal particle. That colloidal particle absorbs one type of ion. This colloidal particle absorbs the positive ions. One layer of positive ions. Okay, so this layer attract the oppositely charged ions. This positive charge attract the oppositely charged ions in the medium. Hence, they are the boundary separating the two electrical double layers. This is called Helmholtz electrical double layer. Okay, so the negative, that colloidal particle negative means it form a layer of positive ions. Then positive ion attract the negative ions. It will form the second layer. Okay, so the next property is electrophoresis. When electric potential is applied across two platinum electrode, that two platinum electrode dipped in hydrophilic salt. Okay, two platinum electrodes. So this two platinum electrode is dipped in hydrophilic salt. The dispersed particle move toward one or other electrode. Dispersed particle move through one or other electrode. Okay, so this migration of salt particle under the influence of electric field. Applying electric field means that salt particles move. Okay, so the migration of salt particles under the influence of electric field is called electrophoresis or cataphoresis. If the salt particle migrate at the cathode, they possess positive charge. The salt particle move through in cathode positive direction, they possess the positive charge. If the salt particle migrate to the anode, they have negative charge. Salt particle moves through anode means it having the negative charge. Thus, from the direction of migration of salt particle, we can determine the charge of the salt particle. Hence, electrophoresis is used for detection of presence of charges on the particles. Okay, so here the migration of salt particle, applying electric field, the salt particle migrate to cathode means that the salt particles are positive in charge. The salt particles are moving in anode means that the salt particle charges is negative. See the positively charged colloids. Example for positive charged colloids and negative charged colloids. Positive charged colloids are ferric hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, basic dyes, hemoglobin. Negative charge colloids are silver, gold, platinum, arsenic sulfide, clay, starch. Okay. So the next electrical property, third one is electroosmosis. A salt is electrically neutral. So electrically neutral means number of positive ion is equal to number of negative ions. Hence the medium carries an equal but opposite charge to that of dispersed particles. When a salt particles are prevented from moving under the influence of electric field, the medium moves in a direction of opposite that of the salt particle. Okay, salt particles are prevented from moving under the influence of electric field in the medium. It moves in a direction opposite to that of the salt particle. This movement of dispersion medium under the influence of electrical potential. So it is called electroosmosis. Next, let we learn about coagulation or precipitation. The flocculation and setting down of the salt particle is called coagulation. Okay, settle down the salt particle. Precipitation method, that is coagulation. Various method of coagulation. First one is addition of electrolyte. Second one is electrophoresis. Third one is a mixing oppositely charged salt particles. Fourth point, boiling. First, let me learn addition of electrolyte. So, electrolyte means we know positive and negative ions. A negative ion causes the precipitation of positively charged salt and vice versa. A negative ion causes the precipitation of positive charged salt. The positive ions cause the precipitation of negatively charged salt. When a valence of ion is high, the precipitation power is increased. For example, the precipitation power of some cations and anions vary in the following order. Okay, so aluminum, barium and sodium ion. Okay, so here coagulation more in aluminum comparing to barium 2+ and sodium plus. Similarly, hexacyanoferrate is more coagulation comparing Cl minus ion. The precipitation power of electrolyte is determined by finding the minimum concentration. That minimum concentration unit is millimoles per liter. Okay, so the precipitation power of electrolyte. How to calculate the precipitation power of electrolyte? The precipitation power of electrolyte is determined by finding the minimum concentration required to cause precipitation of salt in 2 hours. This value is called flocculation value. What is meant by flocculation value? The smaller the flocculation value, greater will be precipitation. The value is, answer is very small, that precipitation, greater the precipitation. So second property is electrophoresis. In the electrophoresis, charged particle migrate to the electrode of opposite sign. For example, negative ion moves through positive electrode, positive ion moves through negative electrode. It is due to neutralization of the charge of colloids. The particles are discharged and so they get precipitated by mixing out two oppositely charged salt. When a colloidal salt with opposite charges are mixed, mutual coagulation. Okay, positive and negative ions mixed in mutual coagulation take place. It is due to migration of ions from the surface of the particle. Next one is by boiling. Okay, so when boiled due to increased collusion, the salt particle combine and settle down. We will boil that solution. So increased collision is increased. The salt particle combine and settle down.